natural. Can you hear me? Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. I will be your guide of the journey ahead. Just relax. Relax your muscles and ease into my voice. That's it. I will guide you as we navigate what's to lie ahead. You hear a voice in the distance around you. We are somewhere beyond time and space. The voice is deep yet gentle and wise. The voice reveals itself as Arceus. Now they want to know what you look like. So let's tell the voice who we are. And they wish to know your name. Is everything correct? Good. Sleepy, the voice calls. The voice tells you you'll find yourself in a strange world that is inhabited by wondrous creatures called Pokemon. Sleepy, you must seek out all Pokemon and find the source of the mysterious voice from the golden light. That's it. Don't be scared. Relax. golden light passes back your communication device. Just relax and drift off. Hello, can you still hear me? You must wake up. Someone is calling you to wake up. Open your eyes. As you open your eyes, you see 3 strange looking creatures and a voice from a strange looking man in a white lab coat and a purple headgear. He seems to be kind-hearted, and he's concerned that you fell from the sky. Fortunately, you are unharmed. You question the man, yet he is also wondering the same about you. He notices your clothing is unusual. And he wants to know if you know anybody about this area. You're not too sure. That's okay. Just be careful. The man seems to care about your well-being. He says you don't know anyone here and you are not sure where to spend the night. You are not sure what to do, so it's best to stick with the kind-hearted man. And the 3 creatures in front of you, they cry out with their unique animal cries. The man explains about what a Pokemon is. You're not too sure, so let's ask for further details. Pokemon are loveliest creatures. You introduce yourself to the man, and the man reveals himself as a Pokemon professor, Professor Lavington. He wishes to understand Pokemon deeply. Suddenly, the Pokemon run away, and Professor Lavington wants your help to help round them up. This could be a good opportunity to get additional information. As the professor runs off, you're now able to view your surroundings on this isolated beach, where in front of you you see a hut that looks like a Japanese looking hut, and in the distance is a large mountain with a strange looking stormy cloud hanging above. For now, why don't we check in with yourself? It's always good to check in with yourself, and if you're not sure what to do, you can always check with myself, your guide. Perfect. And just check everything is to your liking. Hope everything is okay. Good. I hope so. Let's just do a little bit of exploring. So, you see a boat, a fairly large paddle boat, and you hear gentle wind blowing around you, and on your face it's very warm and a clear day, and the sea waves are gentle and calming. And also just walking along the beach, the water splashing just above your ankle is very soothing. It feels good. So that is probably enough exploration. Remember, we need to help the professor as you walk to find the professor. You see a glowing object lying on the floor. Why don't you see what it is? Something rings. The glowing object requires investigation. You pick up the object that looks like a phone. It resembles your phone with a slight different appearance. And you also feel a strange power coming from it. Suddenly, a message appears. It reads, "I bestow upon thee this arc phone and find mission. Seek out all Pokemon." These wise words feel familiar, as if you heard it a moment ago. But now, let's continue to find the professor. We hear the professor talking about missing something, and he seems to be grateful for you to come to his rescue. It seems that he is trying to catch the Pokemon, but he isn't so good at this sort of thing. He wants to know if you would like to try. He tells you a bit more about each one, where you have the owl-looking Pokemon called Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently battles using its sharp feathers. Coo, coo, the sound Rowlet makes. The next we have the fire Pokemon Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil has flames constantly flaring on its back, and it will burn brighter if surprised or irate. Foom, cries Cyndaquil. And lastly, we have the sea otter type of Pokemon named Oshawott. Oshawott likes to nap while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Blish, splash, blish, splash. Professor continues to discuss about how to catch Pokemon and hands you some Pokeballs. In order to do this task, you receive 50 Pokeballs. These Pokeballs look a bit different to what you might expect. Professor Leventon continues to be more thorough in explaining about the strangeness of each and every Pokemon. And he reveals the Pokeballs are a recent invention where Pokemon reduced in size in order to fit inside the ball, so they are comfy and happy within their new home. And once you've caught a Pokemon, then they will forever be yours in the Pokeball. Professor Leventon pleads that you help him to catch these runaway Pokemon, and gives you a small pointer on simply taking aim at the Pokemon and let the ball fly. Professor looks a little down due to his lack of skills in Pokemon catching. So he continues to give you more tips on how to throw Pokeballs. So friend, let's test your ability to catch Pokemon. So let's be quiet and sneak and crouch towards Oshawott. He's a bit quick on his feet, but it shouldn't be too difficult. So ready your ball, that's it, and focus on Oshawott. Take aim and throw the ball. That's good. Wait, and absolutely wonderful. You've caught your first Pokemon in these strange lands. You pick up things quickly. Professor seems happy and pleased that you have these unique skills. So only two remain. He remarks that you are not afraid. You seem to be very natural at catching Pokemon. So let's continue to crouch and be quieter as you approach any Pokemon. Cyndaquil runs away just behind the rocks ahead. But get your Pokeball ready and throw. It's okay. Let's try it again. Just make sure there's nothing around you that obscures your view. That's perfect. That's 2 out of 3. Now, the final one left is Rowlet. Let's find where Rowlet could be. Take your time to walk a bit further, slightly uphill, and find Rowlet just past some flowers and near 2 trees. Once again, ready your Pokeball and throw. Well done. Unfortunately, the Pokeball breaks free and Rowlet jumps out, which can sometimes happen, but not to worry. Pokeballs are not 100% foolproof, but it's okay. You can always try again. So, once again, focus, ready, and throw. That's fantastic. So now we have caught 3 Pokemon for Professor Leventon, and he's very relieved to have them all back safely. These Pokemon bolted from the village, almost as if they knew you'd be falling from the sky. Leventon is fairly surprised by this, but very pleased of your skills and handling of these Pokeball throwing and Pokemon catching. He thinks there's a reason you're here now. You show him the message on your phone to catch all Pokemon. Leventon asks if this is an ARC phone. This phone is guiding you somehow. Leventon also wishes to share something with you. His dream is to compile the region's first completed record of Pokemon and to catalogue in a device called a Pokédex. A proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all Pokemon in the land. But to properly document all Pokemon, we must of course catch these creatures. Pokeballs have just been invented and not many have the skills to use them. And this is where you, adventurer, come in to help with the research and to seek every Pokemon and to help Leventon in understanding more of the Pokemon. Leventon wishes to team up with you. So, what do you say, friend? that's a good choice. And you are welcomed to be in partnership with Leventon. And now you follow Leventon back into the village, and Leventon kindly will organise lodgings for you with proper clothes and some food, as you must be hungry. So with that in mind, let's go to Jubilife Village. As you follow Leventon, you look towards the ominous looking cloud above the mountains in the distance. When you reach Jubilife Village, just a few steps, the sun begins to set into evening. We follow Leventon into the deeper part of the village, and we see a community of other people and buildings and houses. It seems like a very peaceful and vibrant community. There seems to be a lot of greenery, flowers. You feel at home and at ease. For now, we follow Leventon, and you hear the residents speaking as we walk further forward. As we get further to a bridge up ahead, Leventon pauses for a moment, and he mentions that he needs to report that we successfully recovered the rescued Pokemon. I ask you to wait for him at the canteen just up ahead, just to the left past the bridge. The canteen called the Wallflower. Suddenly your phone calls out to you, and it seems to show you where you must go. You have markers on the map which will aid you on your quest. For now, past the bridge, this is called the Canala Bridge. As we pass the bridge, there is a gentle running stream of water just below us. We see rotating wheels pushing the water down the river stream. Again, you feel very calm and at peace. For now, we do not have time to explore, so please make your way to the Wallflower. We are greeted by an elderly looking gentleman. His name is called Benny. He seems slightly suspicious of you, as he hasn't met you before. He remarks the wallflower is for Galaxy team members only, and not for outsiders. He seems stern, which is understandable. In a moment, a younger looking male comes out of nowhere just behind you. He remarks, your clothing looks very unique, but also not very protective of potential Pokemon. This young person, he remarks that perhaps Professor Laventon vouched for you to come into the village. He mentions a Pokemon that attacks him with a Thundershock move. So unless you know what you need to do, you need to be careful on this journey of yours. Professor Laventon appears suddenly out of nowhere. He states that you are here to help and to perhaps join the survey corps. This young male called Ray, he asks if it is a good idea to take in any misfits from the wilderness. Suddenly, an unfamiliar voice comes out of nowhere. She says, we are welcome as long as we can contribute to the survey corps. This female is called Styling, captain of the survey corps. Styling has a pale face with fair blue short hair. She looks stern yet confident and is well respected among her peers. She says the professor explained how you help to secure his Pokemon, and in exchange for this, he would like to provide housing and food for you as a gesture of goodwill. She wants to see your skills and origins. So tomorrow, this is where we will be tested to prove ourselves worthy. The captain seems very reasonable. You feel like she can be very trustworthy. The professor states that we should have a meal and a pleasant conversation together, and he asks Benny for the wallflower to order some potato mochi, 3 for the day. As evening sets in further, we sit down just outside the wallflower and we have some delicious looking potato mochi. soft looking mochi with a golden caramelized outer layer and some sort of sauce, and it tastes sweet and savoury at the same time. Whilst we eat, we discuss about the hole in the sky, what people call space-time rift, where you fell out of this rift. Ray asks if this is a joke, but no, of course, this is what happened, and the professor saw it with his own eyes. And there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. Pokemon all across the land, in the forest and the ocean. And it's up to the survey corps to understand more about these Pokemon and their habitats. Leviton remarks that Pokemon can be terrifying creatures, and what powers they possess, what wondrous things they can do. And this is where you, Zleepy, will come in. As we did earlier, we caught 3 Pokemon, 3 in quick succession. No one has been capable of this feat such as this. And we can begin the Pokemon research in earnest. Catching Pokemon isn't easy. The most important thing is to ensure that you are fearless and confident. It's up to us to prove ourselves, to ensure we help out. We finish our meal for the day and it turns into night. Our stomachs are filled. We discuss further with Leviton and Ray. And then Xiling comes out of the wallflower. She mentions that you have your own quarters just behind us. It looks comforting from the outside. She again reiterates our trial tomorrow, and if we fail, you will be expelled from the village to meet your fate. But you are confident in your skills and you understand your purpose further to help the community and widen the research of Pokemon. Ray remarks and looks towards the sky, towards the brilliant grey clouds above with rainbow coloured sparkles coming out of the rift. Ray he still thinks it is strange that people from the sky. And with that, we are left to our own devices. It is a beautiful, starry night sky, filled with silvery clouds above us. You have the urge to explore further in this village and perhaps try to talk to some people. However, you know that you are a foreign person in this land and you need to gain their respect and trust. So with that, you walk towards your quarters. That's it. Now you can open the door to your new home. Once inside, you assess your surroundings of the quarters. It feels very warm and cosy and inviting. You notice a wooden interior reminiscent of the Edo period. There is a large chest near the entrance that can store many, many items inside. In the centre there is a warm hearth or burner to warm the inside or to cook food if you need. Everything looks very clean and organised for your arrival. You notice a book on the table with some helpful tips you can read for your journey. One of them reads handy tips for team members. Don't wish your tools to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. Heed these words and you will do well, adventurer. So, we investigate our new room. We have a large mirror where you can check your outfit and your appearance if you need to. We have large windows at the back which you can open if it gets slightly warmer. There is a lantern just beyond your futon bed on the floor. So once you're feeling comfortable, adventurer, and I think it is time for you to take a rest in the comfortable sheets and rest. Lay your head on the comfortable sheets and pillow until tomorrow morning. So you close your eyes and rest. In the distance, you hear something rumbling like a strong vibration of lightning bolts. Next day arrives and you hear a Pokemon crying in the distance, and then a knock on the door. Sounds like Ray. He asks if you're awake. He mentions there was some wild lightning last night. He asks you to get up and come out once you're ready. So you wake up from your bed and stand up to adjust yourself and get ready to leave your quarters. Adventurer, I hope you now feel somewhat at ease. You should feel any tension and any stress upon your body, mind and soul becoming lighter and lighter. And as of today, you should feel confident in your strengths and your natural abilities to be the very best Pokemon trainer across the land of Hisui. Adventurer, I bid you farewell and hope we meet again soon. Take care.